Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video all about our new bunny setup. So if you guys didn't know, we recently-ish adopted 2 rabbits. These rabbits ended up having loads of babies because they were misgendered and we were told they were neutered and they were not. And yeah, a lot of things happened. That is all in a previous video. However, we have now got the ones that we are keeping, and we have kept 7 rabbits. So I'm going to be showing you guys their setup today. Now they do live outside, but it is in a shed which has like a run and things attached to it. So I can't really film properly out there. There's not enough room. It's a bit difficult to like take my camera and things out there. The lighting is terrible. So it's just a bit difficult. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to sit here, talk to you guys about it, and I have like the clips kind of next to me. I just figured that would probably be the best way of doing it, rather than filming out there, and you probably wouldn't have been able to hear me properly and things like that. So that's how we're going to do it. So their shed is 8 foot by 6 foot in size, so that gives them a total of 48 square feet inside, but they do also have a run attached for when the babies are a bit older. The adults currently use that. They are getting floor time inside fairly regularly for the babies at the moment, which is monitored floor time in an enclosed space in our house. So as you enter the shed, the first thing you come to is a massive litter tray, and it's like a super long litter tray. I think it was some sort of like plant thing for like just really not deep plants. I don't really know what it was for, but I think it was from like some sort of garden centre or something. It's not actually a litter tray. Having 7 rabbits obviously means you're going to need a large litter tray because they're going to make so much mess. So we have this really long litter tray and it's working pretty well. They pretty like decently train themselves to use it, but they don't always use it. You can see they literally go over there to use it, but then sometimes they just won't, and it's like, but half the time you do, so why can't we do this all the time? But they are getting there. So also in their litter tray they do have their food, and this is like quite a big food station and you can like fill it up. We obviously don't fill it up all the way, but it just allows to like keep a decent amount in there. As I say, we've got 7 rabbits. They go through a lot of food, especially seeing as like 5 of them are literally like growing babies, and one of them has been pregnant and nursing, well, we reckon for most of her life, but for like the 2 months that we've had her. And then we also have this omelette hay kind of hanger. They really enjoy getting their hay out of there, and we've noticed like one of their favourite things to do is just get hay out of lots of different like things and little toys and stuff, so they really enjoy using the hay from there. However, usually they do have a big pile of hay as well, just on the floor, but I did not like film when that was like on the floor because then I have to walk through their hay, and I didn't want to get their hay like dirty and things, so we left the hay, we like put it in after I filmed this. So then the next thing that you come through after the litter tray is one of these little wooden houses we got. I think this one we did get from Pets at Home pretty early on. They love this house, especially one of the tiny little babies. She's obsessed. She really loves it, and it's just usually has like a little bath mat in there to like keep them cozy and comfy while they're in there. Then next to that house we do have another house that's very similar. However, this one is blue. It also has a bath mat inside. We do have one of their little toys as well, I believe, there. And this house is slightly different. Like, it's the same sort of concept, but instead of having like a little ramp, it's got like a little overhang on the roof. Don't really know, they're the same sort of thing, and they really enjoy having these houses. And then from these houses you move around to the other side, and you can see that there's the tunnel that is currently closed because we don't want the babies going outside, because one of them hasn't been vaccinated yet. The other 4 have. Goldie and Artemis can definitely go out, but the younger ones have got to wait for their vaccinations to sort of kick in. I think they've got to wait like another week or so, and then the tiniest baby hasn't had one yet, for reasons I'll probably mention in an updates video in the future, because I really need to do one of them. And then they have this big sort of shelf that my granddad built, and under it there is another litter tray. This is like an actual litter tray. I think it was like a cat litter tray, just to give them options sort of thing. And then if you go on top of the shelves, they've got a bath mat and a little house that I used to use for the guinea pigs, but they didn't use it that much. They didn't like it really. Plus it was so difficult for me to like use because it's so big and it's so heavy that like it would just be difficult to sort of clean around it. So the rabbits have had it, all of the babies were born in it as well, so like it's nice just for them to have it now, and they do really enjoy using it still, as just like a step and to go in the house as well. And then you go up the stairs, and then you come to the like little shelf that we put in front of all the windows. It's really, really cute. And then they have kind of like steppy shelves going down, and these shelves have all of their stuff put in. Well, not all of it, but like a lot of it that's kind of safe to have in there with them. So like their bath mats and toys and things like that. They can't get to any of the drawers, but it's just there like on display. But the shelves, I've literally named it Goldie's shelf at this point because she is always up there. They like lying out in the sun, and it is so, so cute. And you can like see them from the house, like in their little windows, and they like looking out, and it's adorable. It's so cute, and honestly it's such a nice touch. I think they really enjoy it, and they like bouncing up the stairs and things like that. So as I said, all the shelves have their stuff in, and then I'm trying to think what else is in there. It's kind of just toys. They've got snuffle mats, things like that, bath mats as I said. I think some of their hay or like their alfalfa might be in there. I can't remember off the top of my head what we've actually got in there. But then on the bottom one we do have this pink snuffly kind of bed. It's like a donut kind of bed. I think it was like a dog or cat bed. But they really enjoyed that, especially when they were little. We got that after one of the little bunnies passed away, because we were worried about them getting cold and things like that. They don't use it as much anymore, and like obviously we don't really need to worry about that sort of thing because they are a lot bigger. They all snuggle together and it's really cute. But we did just get that, and they do enjoy it from time to time. And then across the whole place we have like toys dotted around. We change them out and things like that. I'm trying to think what else we do. We've got their water station as well, that's next to the shelves. That moves around, but at the moment it's next to the shelves. But to be honest, they spend most of the time sleeping just out in the open or under like the big shelf like near the back. They don't really spend too much time like sleeping in the houses or sleeping in that little bed at the front. They do quite like just lying out in the open. They get their veggies at the end of the day and they just eat them all together. They just get them on the floor sort of thing, like scatter fed. The hay's sort of the same. It's sort of just put in a big pile on the floor. One thing I will add though is we've just changed the flooring literally the day that I'm filming this from those mats because they were really annoying to clean. So we changed it to like this black lino stuff that I'll put here. So obviously we've had them in for like a couple of hours, like if that. So I can't give you like a really good in-depth are they good, is it not, but they seem to be absolutely fine on it. But yeah, otherwise that's pretty much it in terms of the shed. However, we have then got the outside of the shed. So when you go outside the shed, we have the windows obviously, we have some bunting and some little fairy lights, and the bunnies can come up and look out the windows. But then below the windows we do have like some herbs that are literally for the rabbits. And then if you look outside we have an omelette run, so that is like connected to the shed via the omelette tunnel. They love running through that. And Blue and Toast are out there like for most of the day, most days. We do put covers over the top, so if it's like raining it's not too bad. It is August and in the UK it's like kind of summer. It's like the end of August, it's the last day of August today. They do have a tunnel in there usually, and some like food and water and things like that, and obviously they've got all the grass. The omelette runs have been really, really good for us just because we've used multiple other runs, but Blue is a massive digger and he was almost getting under quite a few different runs that we had. We also had one that I really liked. I think it was the Cozy Pet one because it was really, really long and it was really big. I think it was almost 3 meters by about 1 meter, just over 1 meter. But they got their heads trapped in it, and it was like, it was like, how have they got their heads trapped in this, like between the bars? It was ridiculous. So that had to be dismantled and taken off them. They could no longer go in there. So the omelette one's really good, and it's extendable as well, so we'll probably extend it in the future. And you can like take the tunnel off if you don't want and just put like the little grid back in, or you can attach a tunnel like we have. So once they're all old enough, they'll be able to go from inside to outside very easily and run back and forth and things. So definitely looking forward to that. It is going into autumn now, so they probably will be able to use it for a little while, but it will be getting colder, and obviously they won't be able to go outside as much, which is a real shame. But for the most part of the year, they'll be able to go in and out, and it'll be really, really good for them. But otherwise, I think that is it in terms of their shed. A lot of you probably been wondering what the 3 babies' names are, because I've kept it a secret for so long. Partly because my sister couldn't pick a name for the little white bunny, because she didn't know what to call it, and that one's kind of hers, and it took forever for her to decide. So I'm gonna let you know. So the little black one, like the bluish black one that looks like the dad blue, her name is Dottie, like Dorothy or Dot. The reason behind her name partly is just because she's so tiny compared to the others, but it's also partly for another reason that I'm going to tell you guys in another video, because that'll take a while to explain, and we have so many updates to do with that, so that'll be in another video. The little white one is called Mochi, like the Japanese sweet. I really want to try Mochi, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, that's what she's named after. And then the last one, she's like a greyish, I think it's either otter or opal, I'm not entirely sure. I'm very new to rabbit colours, and it's like trying to pick up on what's what, but I think it's either otter or opal. Her name is Lavender, and it's one named after the plant, and 2 I did want to try and keep with sort of the food theme that is the rabbits, but also the Harry Potter theme that I've got with my guinea pigs and things. So I've got a Lavender, like Lavender Brown, who is not everyone's favourite character, but the name's pretty. And then Goldie is also kind of mine. Her and Goldie are kind of my rabbits. And Goldie was named after golden syrup, but also like a golden snitch I thought about. So that's kind of where her name came from. I almost called Lavender Niffler because her colours kind of reminded me of a niffler. I don't really know entirely where that came from, but because of the like kind of brown kind of undertones around her nose and thing, that kind of reminded me of like a niffler. But we went with lavender in the end because it's kind of like a weird lavender kind of colour, and she's so cute. So yeah, overall we have Toast and Blue who are the parents, Toast is the girl, Blue is the boy, and then we have Goldie and Artemis who are the older babies, and then we have Dottie, Mochi and Lavender with the younger babies. So we have 7 rabbits. They're all adorable. I love them all so much. As I say, there's lots of updates about them though, so they will be coming in a future video very soon for you guys, hopefully, as long as I film it soon. Any other video suggestions, please comment them down below. I would be very interested in seeing what you guys want to see, whether it's to do with guinea pigs or rabbits, or even some to do with the dogs, but I don't film too much dog content. But otherwise, I'm going to go because I need to sort some hay and the veggies out very soon, and I need to go see the rabbits as well. But otherwise, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys very soon for another video. Bye!